I think all of us fundamentally understand the world through stories rather than through abstractions. Much as we would like to think we analyze political and legal issues, with a coldly analytical eye, I think it is much easier to talk about race, for better or worse, in terms of the varying reactions to the verdict in the O.J. Simpson case, rather than statistical data. I think it's human nature. I think we like stories. We like to understand. We're interested in narratives. And that's the kind of journalism that I like to do, telling stories that illuminate the individuals involved in the quirky people and events, but also that do address those big issues. So do the stories move us forward or not? I don't know. Frankly, I don't worry too much about that. I don't have such an elevated conception of my own role. I just, want to tell interesting stories. My mother was a great pioneering television correspondent, and one of the things she said to me, which I often remember, is television is a good medium for conveying character. It's not a good medium for conveying information. So we tend to gravitate towards stories about people rather than stories about issues on television. And sometimes it leads to just trivialization. And I often try to bring issues into the story. There was one of the anchors, I won't name who, asked recently, do you think it's a big deal that Bill Clinton is not going to attend Barack Obama's speech at Invesco Field? And I said, no. And who cares? I mean, it's just like, why would we think about something like that? Why is that? I mean, that to me was sort of personalizing issues to an unreasonable extent. I would much rather talk at least a little about, well, what is Barack Obama's health care proposal? What does he propose to do? I mean, those things are hard to explain, and television isn't that great at it. But we are very good at, what's the relationship between Hillary Clinton and her supporters and Barack Obama's and his? That's something so yes, I worry about it, and yes, we're imperfect, but I think we do a pretty good job.